to trust God. When you don't have enough to pay all your bills, it's a huge time to trust God. This is what he's saying. It's opposite the way the world is. So remember, most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities. That's a key for you. When you feel as if nothing is working, when you feel as if you're at your wit's end, when you feel as if all you could say is, my job, I'm working, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Make the opportunity to do what you know you should do. This is what God is saying. He's not telling you to put a job first. He's not telling you that. That's what you're doing. He's not telling you to do this first or put that first or fill your belly first and stomach first. No, he's not telling you that. If you're hungry and you have something to eat and somebody else hungry, you know, he says, share it or give it to the next person. Why? Because he's going to make a greater provision for you. I think that's something. So as a believer, in this COVID times, remember, you must now become more fortified to stick together. Whether you're on Zoom or whatever it is, when it's time to come to church, you come. Don't have no excuses. Because you're making an excuse for God. God understands. Yes, he understands what you do. But the purpose and the provisions that he will give as a result of your sacrifice, you won't have it. That's just it. You'll have your job. You'll have your excuses. We all have jobs. We all have situations here. We here. We have personal service when you come in person. If you don't come, you will drift. As simple as that. You will compromise with your condition. You know, like how when you're on prayer meeting night, everybody has their, or on Bible study night, everybody has their Zoom thing on picture or name or dark. You call your name, you're in there. That's not the will of God. Your action, the things of God, is that you make the provision all the time. God ain't joking. You may be. But God is not joking. Because what he will do for you, it can't be done any other time. What he's going to deliver you from can't be done. That's your responsibility. To know God. To put him first. Learn to do that from today. Because God is real. The conclusion. What's next? Listen up. Whatever mess you made, whatever faults you found because of this message, whatever you use as an excuse that you know you shouldn't use and you're delinquent, listen up. God has a plan to fix everything that is wrong with your life right now if you decide to obey Him. That's conclusion in it. One sentence. God has a plan to fix everything that is wrong with your life right now if you decide to obey Him. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 4. Who will have all men to be saved and to come into the knowledge of the truth? Here today, I want you to understand something here. And whatever you're going through in your life right now, God is saying to you, you don't have to wonder what's next. God is saying to you, His provisions are ready for you if you trust Him. So to you who may be listening, wherever you are in this world today, the first step, ask Jesus to come into your life. Ask God, Father, Jesus, come into my life right now. I'm a sinner. I need to be saved. I want to go to heaven with you. I want to live righteously for you. I can't do it on my own, but God, I'm depending on you. You said you're going to help me as I read and study your word, obey your word. Come into my heart. Come into my life from this moment. I believe you're going to take me right through to the end in righteousness. And to those of you who are faltered along the way, who don't have the guts to come back to church, or to call the pastor, or to ask for prayer, except you're in trouble, remember, ask him now to forgive you. Hey, God says he's there. Remember the thief on the cross? He might have lived a righteous life all his life, but at the very end, God's grace, we don't understand it.
It's sufficient.
God's grace is more than sufficient to save you at the end.